Good morning, everyone. Today is Tuesday, July 23rd, and today we will cover the funds for YieldMax, Tesla, Coney, NVIDIA, and Misty. But first, right now, obviously, this is the YieldMax website. A lot of people have been messaging me, asking me how to get the trade information. So when you go to their website, obviously you can pull up their ETFs in many different ways. There's a button there, there's a button at the top, and then down here, each fund comes up, but you can click it from there, right? So if you click an individual fund, just so you know, obviously it'll produce some information about the fund, distribution. All right, that was my 4 a.m. alarm, which obviously today was the 3 a.m. alarm because I had to get up earlier. It's an office day. So anyway, there's obviously the intraday trades download right at the top. This is how you access the trade information, okay? So you can only access this information after the market closes and before the day ends. So the market closes at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right? So typically the information will be posted after that time, but it's not right away. Sometimes it's 5 o'clock, sometimes it's 4:30, sometimes it's 6 o'clock. And you can only gather that information until I believe it's 11:59 p.m. because after that, once the next day comes up, it's gone, right? It'll show a blank sheet. If I click it here, I hit view, right? It shows no trades. And that's what people are seeing, I guess. But I just want to let everyone know, if you wanted to look at the trades yourself, that's how you would get it. You'd have to get it, typically, to be safe, I'll say 5:30, between 5:30 and 11 p.m., right? Those are like the safe times, or you could say 5 to 11 p.m. It all depends. Like Fridays, sometimes it takes longer because almost every fund has a trade. And obviously you could download the holdings, which will show you the whole picture. It just won't show you how much they paid for each trade, which some people are interested in that information. Also, there were no trades yesterday, but we'll look at the earnings for today. Tesla is after hours today, so after the close of the stock market, you will see the earnings come out for Tesla. So if you're a Tesla holder, you're probably keeping an eye out for that. This morning, if anyone cares, UPS, Coca-Cola, Comcast, that's before the market. They'll have earnings. And then obviously after we said Tesla, they got Alphabet, Visa, Texas Instruments. That was always one of my favorite dividend growth stocks. And then a whole bunch of others. But as far as the rest of the week, I don't really see any other YieldMax companies affected here. No, nothing. So it's really just Tesla for this week. Oh, no, Alphabet obviously is the same day. So that's for GUI, but I don't think many people care about GUI. But either way, so look out for that. So as I mentioned, no trades yesterday. So that was pretty easy day for me. So we'll just cover the basics here. First, we'll look at Tesla. So Tesla has two synthetics. They have a 260 and a 265, both of which expire in 25 days. And they are priced, the current price of Tesla is below the strike price of the synthetic. However, earnings is today. So, anything can happen. It could skyrocket. It could tank. Yesterday, Tesla went up a lot, and we'll see in a second how much Tesla went up. Yeah, so yesterday, Tesla went up 5.15%. So my guess, again, I don't know shit, so don't listen to me, but my guess, if, it's going flying high, people are buying into it, leading into earnings, then typically it'll be nothing. Anything will be a disappointment, and there'll be a sell-off, right? After earnings, after hours. Who the hell knows, right? But because I feel like last time there was such a massive sell-off leading, at least from what I recall, like a sell-off leading up to earnings, and then their earnings was mediocre, and then the stock went up. So again, nobody knows what the market does. The market does what it does, and we don't move the market. We're just a bunch of schleps in a garage. But we'll see what happens. We'll do our best to have an idea here. But Tesla yesterday only captured 3.73% of the 5.15%, because they Obviously, they're doing covered calls. They're not capped, though, so that's good. So as far as where they stand, coming into earnings today, they have what? 1,000, well, let's go to the lowest strike price. Lowest strike price is 262.50. They got 950 contracts at that price, 4.37% out of the money. The next strike is 265. This is the largest position, 30,785 contracts, 5.36% out of the money. And then they have 310 contracts, 267.50 strike, 6.36% out of the money. And then 1,005 contracts, 282.50 strike price, 12.32% out of the money. So again, who knows? Nothing is safe when it comes to earnings. So, time will tell. We'll see how it goes. As far as outstanding shares, it actually went down by 150,000. So maybe people are getting scared. 30-day IV for Tesla heading into earnings, 60%, which is okay. Could be better. Outstanding shares, 49,125,000. Income from the weeklies, non-existent. They're at a $31.9 million loss at the moment. Okay, reaction. Pretty happy still. Again, earnings didn't happen yet, so we'll see. Let's not get too excited yet. Synthetic income, 120 million, which obviously that's a lot of money. So if you deduct out that $31.9 million loss, they have a total net income of 88.5. Now, that's an income of $1.80 per share so far, which is pretty damn good. Again, last month they paid about $1. So this month they are on target to pay at least $1. Probably could be the $1.50 range, okay? I can't use this estimate down here because it's useless. It feeds off of the short call income, which is, the weekly calls. So we'll just look at the total income, which includes synthetic income. All right, so for the holdings, again, nothing to really talk about for their synthetic because it expires, in mid-August. And then the weeklies, we still have 4 trading days, but again, earnings is today, so we'll wait to talk about anything. But look at this net asset value, 821 million. So this fund is a pretty damn big fund. The NAV of Tesla is 1672, and the trade price is 1670. Let's go to NVIDIA. Boom. They have one synthetic, also expires August 16th, 25 days away. And they are 2.72% away from that strike price. As far as what the stock did yesterday, NVIDIA went up 4.76% yesterday, and NVIDIA captured 4.03% of that. So obviously that's amazing. So now let's get this position so we can see where we stand. All right, so as you know, NVIDIA has scattered strikes. So they have a 124. Again, I'll start from the bottom. Lowest strike to the top. I'm not even going to go through it all, but they have a 124 strike. They have a 125 strike, a 126, and a 127. The two largest positions are 126 and 127, which is about 2 to 2.8% out of the money. All right. The lowest one is 124. That's 0.37% out of the money. So needless to say, their highest strike is 2.8% out of the money, which is a little too close for comfort with 4 trading days in the week. So it's going to be a little struggle to hopefully maintain that. You saw what happened yesterday. Yesterday, they popped 4.76%. So for the rest of the week, we kind of just want to chill and stay a little flat, right? We got our price, appreciation. We got 27.60 in price. Like, that's amazing. So we don't even, as NVIDIA shareholders, we're fine if we stay flat for the rest of the week. Now, as far as outstanding shares, 150,000 additional outstanding shares. So the 150,000 that left Tesla went into NVIDIA. No, I don't know, but could be. You never know. 30-day IV, 52%. Outstanding shares, 34.7 mil. Net income from the weekly calls for NVIDIA, 27.9 million. That's a distribution of 80 cents per share. a daily income of 4 cents, and a daily yield of 0.15%. If you annualize all that, though, it produces 53% on an annualized basis. Reaction is, NVIDIA, the fund manager, he's a cocky SOB, right? But he was like in shock yesterday. He's like, oh, damn, my scattered strikes are in trouble. So he's like, whoa. So as far as income, we got a little bit of synthetic income for July, 4.4 mil. We got short call income, we talked about 27.9. So they got a total net income of 32.3, which is about 93 cents per share. But since they have short call income, we will focus on that. That's 80 cents per share, right? And if you run that into the estimate calculation based on the number of days left, we could possibly produce a $1.37 distribution, which is a 59% yield. $1.37 is much less. It's about more than $1 less than the last month. So that's not something people would be necessarily excited about. However, anything over $1, I think, is pretty damn good. I mean, look at that yield. Can you complain about 59%? I guess you can. Nowadays, you'd be surprised. People want 100%. Anyway, outstanding holdings. Again, we're not talking about the synthetic too early in the game. But we have the weeklies, and they're scattered, and they could be in danger. But we have 4 trading days. Anything can happen. They don't have earnings this week, so nothing crazy. However, we can talk about this net asset value, which is $957 million. Are we going to hit $1 billion this week? I mean, we could. The NAV is $27.56. Trade price is $27.60. So who's going to boost this sucker up? Who's going to buy into NVIDIA this week and boost this sucker to 1 billion, right? 1 billion party. I mean, I guess I gotta do something, right? What should I do when they hit $1 billion? Should I do a video just for NVIDIA? Or maybe I'll get that how to retire on NVIDIA video out as part of my series. Maybe I should. Yeah, I probably should. All right, so let's move on to the crypto guys. So what's up, Coney? Coney's got a 250 synthetic. Their synthetic is in good position. They are priced 6.06% above their strike price of their synthetic. But again, 25 days away, so we'll see. Now, as far as yesterday is concerned, coin went up 2.86%. And Coney went up 3.55%. You don't see that often. Look at that. Look at that. So coin went up 2.86%. Coney went up 3.55%. Interesting. So they're they were way out of the money, and now they're still out of the money, but it's very, unusual that it would beat it by that much. I mean, it's not a full percent, but again, it's about the timing and everything. But for the most part, they have just a one strike of 275, 30,800 contracts. That's still 3.71% out of the money. So they still have room to grow. However, they're going to be capped very soon. So let's not get too excited here. So we kind of need coin to be a little chill, 1% a day, not even, a little less than 1% a day gain we'll take for the rest of the week. Now, outstanding shares, there you go, 250,000 additional outstanding shares. All right, 30-day IV, 86%. 86%. That's what we're talking about. That's how you get the premium, baby. When your IV is that much, you can freaking make some damn options premium. That's what these funds are all about, right? People always wonder, how do you make this much yield? Options, options, okay? Anyway, 36.9 mil. Total net income is a loss. So they lost 46.5 mil on the weekly calls so far this month. But, who didn't for the crypto guys? Reaction is the same, the meh, because it's like, I don't know. I'm not going to get too excited, right? Because I'm about to lose my weeklies. But as far as synthetic income, they got 19.5 mil. Short call income, though, exceeds that. So they actually have a total net income as a loss, 26